I want to preface this video by saying that it's obviously not sponsored. So the other day I was scrolling through Steam and checking out different sales. I had $20 to waste and was looking to potentially pick up some new games. As I usually do, I decided to cheap out and look at the section full of games under $6. Perhaps there would be a decent, slightly older game that I could pick up for cheap. I was browsing through, adding things to my wishlist, when I came across a game called The Mean Greens. It looked somewhat interesting, had mostly positive reviews, and, best of all, it only cost 99 cents. So I decided to check it out. The first thing that intrigued me was the art style. I've never seen another game that looked quite like it. You play as the little army men you may have gotten as a kid, and other players on extremely cool and unique maps. Overall, the game seemed pretty interesting, so I decided to pick it up. And to tell you the truth, I believe that The Mean Greens is the best game you can get for 99 cents. Let's start with the gameplay, as that is arguably the most integral part of any game. Don't worry, this is one of the areas that The Mean Green definitely exceeds. As made obvious by the gameplay in the background, The Mean Greens is a third-person shooter. The movement feels extremely tight and easy to control. The shooting is similar to that of Fortnite, PUBG, or other various third-person shooters. And overall, the controls feel solid. Where the game truly surpassed my expectations, however, was in the map design. The maps are made in such a way that each feels unique, and there are often multiple ways to traverse it. There are plenty of little spots or areas one can hold down with tight checkpoints and narrow areas. However, this does not discourage people from playing aggressive, as they can use the multitude of weapons that are offered in order to break an enemy's position. For example, they may toss a grenade in order to force an enemy to back up, or perhaps they try to snipe the enemy off the spot they were holding. Overall, there are multiple ways to go about playing the game, and it really comes down to the skill of the player in most situations. Another great aspect of the game are the various game modes associated with each map. For example, one map sees each team ziplining down from cupboards using a cup and fighting in an attempt to knock over the other team's cup. Another map sees players fighting in a graveyard, with the goal being to take out as many skeletons as possible, while also taking out the other team. Overall, there are a variety of maps, game modes, and playstyles to be enjoyed in The Mean Greens. Next, let's cover one of my favorite aspects of The Mean Greens, the graphic design. As you can see from the gameplay, this game looks amazing. It isn't realistic, but it isn't trying to be. The maps look creative, the animations are smooth, and the player models look great. The look of the game may not be for everyone, but it does a great job of sticking to its source material and making the world around the player look fantastic. Another huge benefit to shaping the graphics like this is the longevity of them. Games with cartoony, fake-looking graphics tend to look good for much longer than those realistic games, and this will be no exception. The graphics in this game are creative and show the passion that went into making this game, and it definitely deserves to be mentioned. Finally, I know I've mentioned a lot of great aspects of the game, but no game is perfect, and the few flaws it does have should be mentioned. First of all, there are occasionally glitches. My character has gotten stuck in places before, and for some reason, walls slightly bounce you off of them if you come into contact, which has gotten me sniped more times than I can count. Additionally, the game itself lacks content. While there are a variety of maps, and you're guaranteed a unique experience every game, there is no campaign or unlockables throughout the entire game. In the game, the reward for players is going to be from improving your own skills rather than unlocking in-game items or completing a campaign. With both of these things, I'd hardly said they're game-breaking, and for the cost of a chocolate bar, the majority of people are going to get their money's worth out of The Mean Greens. Overall, I said The Mean Greens is one of the best games you can get for 99 cents, and if you want to pick it up, there will be a link in the description. For sure, check it out. It's really good. Even when it's not on sale, it's like $5, so I'd say that's definitely worth it. Yeah, though, just check it out. A lot of care clearly went into it, and I believe it's one of the better games you can get.